Chicago offers spectacular views from many of its tall buildings, but it's hard to beat the view from an aircraft on a nice day. In this video, we'll explore how you can enjoy this view. For pilots of small general aviation aircraft, the choice for a Chicago overflight is usually very low, under the Class Bravo airspace, or very high, above the Class Bravo. Chicago Approach is not really known for being generous with issuing clearances for VFR flight through the Class Bravo airspace. From my experience, overflight of the airspace under IFR or in the VFR flight following is only granted by ATC at 16,000 feet or above. That's a little high for sightseeing. I guess you could go above 10,000 feet VFR without flight following, but that is some busy airspace and I would not recommend you do this. For this first flight that you see here, the destination was Chicago Midway, which is on the south side of town. To combine that with a Lakeshore flyby, we first had to go to the northern side. We did that by filing an IFR flight plan from the west, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, to Chicago Executive, formerly known as Milwaukee. The plan was to descend to an altitude under the Class Bravo, cancel the IFR flight plan with Executive Tower, and then proceed VFR along the Lakeshore towards Midway. Unfortunately, on the morning of our flight there were low clouds along the Lakeshore. From the terminal area forecasts at O'Hare, Midway, and Executive, I had expected that the clouds would dissipate by the time of our arrival, and they did at those places, just not along the Lakeshore. I should have paid more attention to the forecast for Gary, Indiana, which had correctly predicted a broken layer at 700 feet. As you can see, some of the tall buildings in downtown Chicago were above the thin cloud layer when we got there. With clouds so low, I was not comfortable flying VFR under the clouds. Therefore, I asked Chicago Approach to amend my IFR clearance to Chicago Midway. This would turn out really well, in that we flew pretty much the same lateral path that I wanted to fly anyway, just much higher, around 4,000 feet, and with ATC providing traffic separation since we were still IFR.
Approach Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo. It looks like the clouds here on the lakeshore are a little too low for our VFR plans. Is it possible to change destination to Midway and go IFR to Midway?
70 Tango Bravo, roger, expect that. And clear to Midway via radar vectors, flight present heading. And advise when you get 8 is Victor at Midway and expect ILS runway 4 at approach.
Okay, we have Victor, expect ILS 4 right approach. Cleared to Midway via radar vectors and present heading, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo.
Mercury 5936, Chicago departure radar contact, Honda making 15 balance. Skywest 5540, 1 turn left heading 360, contact Chicago Center 123.82.
So you can see buildings sticking out of the clouds.
Oh, I see
right?
now.
So the clouds have not lifted like they were supposed to from the forecast.
Oh.
And unfortunately, I'm a little too chicken to fly under those very low clouds.
Okay. What will we do?
We'll go straight to Midway.
Okay.
On an instrument flight plan. Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, any chance for right turns so we don't have to go too far over the lake?
Yes, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, heading 160.
Heading 160, thank you, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo.
Number 0 Tango Bravo, turn left heading 140.
Left heading 140, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo. Heading 180 and 128.2, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo. Thanks for the help. Good day. Chicago approach, good morning, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo 4000 with information Victor for Midway heading 180.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, Chicago approach, runway 48.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, did you say plan for 4 right?
That is correct.
Okay, thank you, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo.
Number 186, descendant pilot discretion, maintain 3000.
186, pilot's discretion to 3.
Girls, you may want to take a look around at some point. We're going to fly over the city of Chicago.
On the right.
The Hancock building is in front of us, and right now the top floor is above the clouds.
South 3589, Chicago departure, radar contact, fly maintain 6000.
6,000, South 3589.
South 4082, fly maintain 15,000.
50,000, South 42.
Number 0 Tango Bravo, turn right heading 200.
Right heading 200, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo.
Are you also filming?
Yes. Look at that view there.
Amazing.
And departure 30 Golf Zulu, right turn 130, leveling 2,400.
Number 30 Golf Zulu, Chicago departure, radar contact, fly maintain 6000.
6,000 now for 30 Golf Zulu.
For those of you sitting on the right side of the plane, you'll be able to see the Hancock building in a minute.
South 4082,
And
Chicago.
Bailey and Elizabeth, you'll be able to see Soldier Field here in a minute on your side.
589, climb maintain 15,000.
15,000, South 3589.
Number 0 Golf Zulu, turn right heading 180.
Right turn 180, 30 Golf Zulu.
Number 0 Tango Bravo, contact approach 119.35.
119.35, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, so long. Midway approach, good morning, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, 4,000 feet, heading 200.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, Chicago approach. Good morning, sir. Expect vectors for a visual approach to runway 4 right, caution wing turbines are found 737.
Expecting vectors for visual approach 4 right, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo.
Exit at 914, traffic 12 o'clock, 4 miles, opposite direction, 2,400 indicated.
Oh, we got him a TCAS looking for 914, thank you.
Exit 914, how's your forward visibility? Do you think you'll be able to get a visual at the page, or do you want to go off for the RNAV?
No, we can get visual for 914.
Okay, I'll have lower passing this traffic. Now 12 o'clock, 3 miles, opposite direction, 2,500 indicated.
Yeah, it looks like he's starting to climb here. We may have a problem.
Exit 914, turn left heading with 220.
Left 220 on the heading, exact jet 914, thank you.
Southwest 3852, descend and maintain 4,000. Down to 4,000, southwest 3852. Digit 914, now off your right side, 1 o'clock and a mile eastbound, 2,500 indicated.
We got him in sight right now for exact jet 914, thank you.
Digit 914, anytime, turn right.
Southwest Airlines
Yeah,
climbing up.
2,500.
290 down to 2,500, exact jet 914.
That was 3852, you're 10 miles from Banner. Maintain 4,000 until established localizer. Clear ILS runway 48, approach 250 knots till advised.
8250, Joe advised, cross Banner at about 4, clip the ILS, 4 right approach southwest, 3852.
November 0 Tango Bravo, traffic 12 o'clock and 3 miles southbound to 737 at 3,000, now 11 o'clock.
Traffic inside, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo.
November 0 Tango Bravo, that traffic's going to start a climb. Caution, lake turbulence, maintain visual separation of the traffic.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, roger, visual separation.
That was someone like 35,000, we got Bravo and
Falcon 7-1 Mike, Chicago. Good morning, sir. Charlie's 5 Charlie. Expect vectors for a visual approach or RNAV approach to runway 2 right. When you're able, you can proceed direct to KV.
okay,
Ditcher 914, the field at your 2 o'clock and
we got the field right now for executive 914.
Ditcher 914, clear visual approach, runway 2 right.
We are clear for visual 2 right, executive 914.
November 70 Tango Bravo, flighting 220 to center, maintain 2,500.
Heading 220 and 2,500, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo.
Mute.
Southwest 4703, level at 3,000.
South 4703, Chicago departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 4,000.
Maintain 4,000, Southwest 4703. 598, that's Charlie in the page.
Digit 914, contact to page tower, 120.9er.
20.9, 914, we'll see you.
Falcon 7-1 Mike, to center, maintain 3,000.
3,000, 7 Mike.
November 598, thank you. Southwest 4703, contact depart, 5.4.
254, Southwest 4703.
And Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, forgot to mention, we have the field inside if you want us to do a visual approach.
That was 3852, 210 knots or greater. That was 3852, 210 or greater on the speed.
8210 or greater, Southwest 3852.
November 0 Tango Bravo will turn base turn here in about 3.5 miles.
Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, thank you. Midway Atlantic, good morning, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo.
November 7-1 Mike, you're 7 miles from KV, cross KV at 3,000, clear RNAV, runway 2 right.
Yes, good morning, Midway Atlantic, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, 10 minutes out, we'll need a cab for 5 to downtown.
Okay, would you like me to call you 2 minivan cabs or just one?
Just one, please.
Alright, and how long will you be with us?
Till sometime this afternoon, not overnight.
And what type of aircraft are you?
That was 3850,
Beach Bonanza, single engine.
tower 6 118.7.
Alright, we'll see you in about 10 minutes.
Okay, 170 Sitco Tower there, Sitco Southwest 3052.
November 598, proceed direct to DuPage, you can expect a visual approach.
Direct Page Airport, 598.
November 0 Tango Bravo, you're following 737 traffic, 2 o'clock, 5 miles, 4,000 feet.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, we're looking for that 737.
November 70 Tango Bravo, turning 310.
Right, heading 310, and we got the 737 inside, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo.
Okay, keep it inside, I'll return the follow.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, you say follow the 737?
Just keep it inside, I will return the follow.
Okay, heading 310, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo.
Bravo turning 010, Apollo 737, caution reach over to clear visual approach to runway 4 right.
Heading 010, cleared visual approach 4 right, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo.
71 Mike, yes,
71 Mike, do now clear visual approach to runway 2 right, contact your page tower 120, plan enter. Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, contact Midway Tower 118.7.
Tower 18.7, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, have a good day. Midway Tower, good morning, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo on visual approach 4 right, following the 737.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, Midway Tower. Where are you parking today?
Going to Atlantic today, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, runway 4 right, clear to land.
Runway 4 right, clear to land, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo.
Citation 150 Kilo, contact Chicago departure.
Contact departure 150 Kilo.
Southwest 3852, turn right, contact ground point 65, good day.
0.65, Southwest 3852.
Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, traffic will be going in position.
Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, roger.
Compass 5717, Midway Tower, runway 4 right, line up and wait. It'll just be a minute.
Three greens.
For some spacing, traffic is up in the end on a 4-mile final.
I line up highway 4 right, Compass 5717.
Landing checklist, gear down and locked, landing light is on, car flaps can stay closed, mixture good, jumps and short final.
Compass 5717, turn right heading 090, runway 4 right, cleared for takeoff.
Headed 090, clear for takeoff 4 right, Compass 5717.
Gas, undercarriage, mixture, propeller.
Compass 5717, contact Chicago departure.
Road departure, Compass 5717, see you.
Three greens.
Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, turn right, Foxtrot, Yankee, taxi to Atlantic, remain this frequency.
Right turn Foxtrot and Yankee to Atlantic, this frequency, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Here's Yankee.
If you're wondering why there's a timer superimposed here, It's to bust the myth that taxiing always takes forever at a large airport. In this case, it only took about a minute and a half from touching down to parking at the Atlantic ramp. That's a little faster than usual at Midway, but it really can be this quick. Thanks for watching this video. There's going to be a second part out here shortly that shows the departure from Midway again along the Lakeshore, this time northbound and VFR and lower than you saw in this video.